Welcome to another exciting episode of Doug's Electronic Repair Bench.
Afternoon YouTube, here with you once more to bring you a little update. And don't know exactly, injure myself there a little bit. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I have an update on the DC panel, but more so I want to update the state of my pegboard, which is behind the camera. Get the other camera out here and we'll show you what I'm talking about if I can get it on the right mode and turn it on. And there we go. Now there's the camera that's looking at me. Now I'm looking at it. Okay, what I got here is on this side, you can see there's the soldering station right there. There's my dim bulb right there. Right above that is my my socket set, or my nut driver set, whatever you want to call that. And next to that I have a little adjustable wrench and a pair of scissors. And these are my hemostats right here. Below that is my utility knife, my side cuts right here, another pair of side cuts here, and a pair of needle nose, and my wire strippers, old wire strippers are right there. Oops, I guess I better point where I'm looking at. My solder, my tape, my solder wick is right there. Above that is my wire strippers and my brushes. Now the brushes are going into a box of parts, new parts, stuff like that. That's my versatile, whatever you want to call it, screwdriver that's got all the different bits for it. Multimeter above that. Just a couple of leads that I made there. That's the ones I put the new wire on. Now that side doesn't look too bad. Now as you'll notice, anything above the nut drivers there is stuff I don't use much because I can't really reach that. I mean, I could if I really tried reach it, but this stuff that's down here around this level here is the stuff that, you know, I try to keep, you know, stuff I use. Now there's a good example of what I was talking about before. The obviously that speaker frame is not needed to be up there, nor the square. I was looking for the square the other day and I couldn't find it, and by gosh, there it is. So those things don't need to be there. Those universal clip leads or lead set or whatever you want to call it, they can be put somewhere else. Now the clip leads are in a pretty good space. I like those, as well as the hook leads here are pretty good. Now that paintbrush needs to be gone in another place too. I just use that to sweep off the bench basically. Now there's the hook and the pick set that Stan sent, but that's not going to be its final place. I was just seeing how well it fit there, and I took all the stuff that was there down, and I don't like that either. Don't like that at all. But anyway, this side is not organized the worst. This especially here is perfect. I love this, and I want the same thing over here. Now I did move my screwdrivers up, as I mentioned earlier, to get it out of the way of everything down here, and that's good. I like that. Those clamps can go somewhere else, and eventually will. Those pieces of shrink tubing there, I need to go somewhere else. All this shrink tubing on my bench, I need to find a nice place to put that to where it's easy to get to. And I think I mentioned this before, but I put all my new parts over here in this box, and at least that keeps them in one place. I know where they're at, and that's my trash can right there. So that all has stayed pretty good from when I did it the other day. So that's done pretty good. I like that. I do have extra boxes, noodle boxes. They're kind of stacking up. I'll probably start throwing them out a little bit now. But anyway, that's where I'm at on that stuff. And I just wanted to kind of update you on what I'm sitting here. I'm just basically sitting here pondering. That's a pretty good word. On what I should do with this. So, all right, you guys have seen the so-called mess now that I have going. Where I'm at today, I did get Stan's meter shipped off to him today, earlier today, in the morning as a matter of fact. I didn't know if the post office closed at noon or what, but I want to make sure I got there before noon. So now the update on the DC panel. I've done a few things on it that I haven't really shown too much, but I did say what I was going to do and do what I said. So here it is. Alright, there it is. So you can see, added the positive binding post, the negative binding post, and the switch. And that would be in the on position right there if I push down on it. So anyway, it does switch. So that's what it looks like in the back. And that's what I've got to work with. The battery holder is firmly in place now. It's nice and tight in there. No need to do any more with that, I don't think. I think that will be fine. Like I said, everything's is fine with that, and I don't think there'll be a problem with that. I got to probably the next step I'm going to do is get the battery leads hooked to the switch, and that will leave. I think what I'm going to do is put the leads for the AC part in the middle of the switch, and put one battery on each side of the other two terminals. That would be these terminals right here. So I'll put the AC in the middle and the DC on each side. No special reason I'm doing that other than it just makes kind of a sense. So that's what I'm going to do there. Not happy about the way I'm going to have to do all this final wiring, but I don't see any other way of doing it because there's two separate pieces here that I'm wiring to, and so that's just the situation there. Like I said, that's the way that's going to work out, I think. Everything is done on this. I just have to, well, I said everything. Everything is not done. I have this Zener connection to put over to the minus bar there, the negative bar, what you want to call it. And I also have to run a line from the positive of the capacitor to the positive of the up here, I think. Yeah, positive of the capacitor to the positive of the rectifier. I've just been clip leading that in to begin with, so got to get that actually wired in. So, and I want to wire the bleeder resistor in, or solder it in, I should say. It'll go here somewhere between, like I said, across the capacitor, basically. So that's got to be done, and that ought to do it. So I'm going to get off here and go back to the other camera. Back with you once again. We have a little yard sale going on next door, and the arrangements have been. That was my grandson came in a while ago. You probably didn't hear it in the video. I think I cut most of it out, but he didn't have anywhere to park, and it was a little upsetting to him. So I guess that's about all I have for this video. I don't have anything else to say. So I guess we'll get off here, and the sun's finally come out a little bit. At least there's a shadow, so that means the sun's out. I guess we'll get off here, and you guys have a great day. Thanks so much for watching. See ya.